Trey, welcome to MXTV, buddy. How's it going?
It's been awesome. It's just awesome to be here in the Honda Semi, and man, it's been a great year so far. So my first year as a 450 rider, just hopefully we can continue to have some good races.
You're still only a young fella, really. You know, only just not too many years ago you were racing amateurs. What's it like to be up with the big rigs and really on a big bike very early too?
Yeah, this last few years of being a professional has just flown by. I seem like it should still be racing in 85.
Kind of come out of my amateur career and start my professional career with the factory Honda team is really a dream come true, and just to have that opportunity is unbelievable.
What do you think it is that's really turned you around to become a professional racer? You know, you always had the speed, but a lot of guys have speed. What is it that makes you something that stood out and you went, you know what, I know I can step it up that next level?
I think I've had a big heart, you know. I've always never given up. You know, I'd have to say that it has to do a lot with it, you know. Even when I wasn't winning, just never gave up, you know. Even when I didn't believe in myself, I just kept going and going.
When my dad passed away, from that point on, my mindset, my goal was to accomplish his dream, and I knew that if I did that, you know, it would make him proud. And to be at a place like American Honda with so many great names behind it, to be in that group, it's an honor to me, and you know, I'm sure it's an honor to him as well.
The team has just been a huge advantage for myself, you know, to have their resources with Japan and just the experience that they've had for the last 20 years has been just a huge privilege to have. The first test, I was actually late by about 45 minutes. I got there and I forgot my boots, so I had to drive back and then come back. So I was a little bummed out on that, but they've been great, and it's been a privilege ever since.
Well, when you ride as fast as you, it all gets washed over.
I don't know about that. You can't excuse that.
You've got one of the best in the business. He's only just got off a bike himself, Tim Ferry. What's it like having him as someone coaching you?
It's been awesome.
He's been doing really well since I've been helping him. I've been a rider, so I know what, you know, the body can handle. And yeah, I say most of my help's been during the week with the travel, all that stuff. So kind of using my experiences, and I'm looking forward to the new chapter in my life. 35, ready to settle down, but still want to play a little bit. Try not to give him too much information. He's young and he's already so good. So I think it's a great environment, and Trey fits really good at Honda. I think it's a perfect place for him. So he was already a really hard worker. So half the time it's kind of calming him down a little bit. He's already a great rider, good kid too. So help him where I can, and so far it's been working.
Mate, you must get out there on the bike and mix it up with Trey a little bit there, do you?
When he was at my house in the summertime, I rode with him some. When we get out there, you know, he gets so excited. He just wants to go win. He's a young kid. He's 20, but he's fast. I can't keep up with him.
Timmy, with the experience that he's had and, you know, 17 years of a professional career, there's a lot to learn in there, and just having that kind of reassurance has been just a huge support to me, and it's a confidence booster to have that person in your corner that has been there and done that.
Supercross for me it's a blast. It's something you can do and very challenging. It takes a lot of skill, whereas motocross, it's a lot of grunt work and kind of survival of the fittest, where, you know, Supercross, it's a finesse sport. You know, you make the least of mistakes and have the right timing, and you got to have cool style. And, you know, look back on guys like Jeremy McGrath. He was the first guy I really watched, and it was fun to watch him because he was flashy and whipped the bike around and just made it look good. And for me to be a part of American Honda, it's unbelievable. You know, I grew up and I was watching Jeremy McGrath and his dominant career on a Honda, and to know that this is the same team and, you know, a lot of the same surroundings, for me that's just a dream come true. I mean, just to be kind of in that same environment. We've made some changes on the bike. There's so much power there to use that we made it a little bit more tame, just because the bike was so unbelievably fast, and I'm a pretty small guy. So we took a little bit of horsepower out of it, and I can be smooth with it and not be too erratic. So made some suspension changes and tested the bike as much as we could, and tried not to over-test it.
Yeah, I don't know if we even go that much faster anymore, but
I think that, yeah, I have a kind of a reputation for being a nice guy, and also on the track I have a reputation for kind of being, I don't want to say rough, but kind of doing what it takes to be in the front. So, you know, for me, getting ready for that and kind of having to switch gears, it's something that I've had to learn for sure. Kind of have to separate the racing from the fan side of things. You know, you got to really take care of the people that take care of you. So no matter what happens on the track, you kind of got to turn it off and, you know, put a smile on whether you want to or not. And I think most of all, I'm just a pretty real guy. You know, I try to be nice to everyone, and I think that, you know, hopefully that shows. And as well, when I come into the track, I try to be real there too. You know, I try not to put on a face or put on a front. You know, I try to be what I am and and nothing less.
Well, mate, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much.